So I'm on my way to go and fetch the ATV so that we can go and mow the lawn. And yeah, it usually takes me the better part of a day, sometimes 2 days, mow everything, mow the field. Let me see how long this is going to take today. I don't think I've shared this with you guys before, but I had to straighten, actually cut off the entire tow bar of the T-Boss. It was just not a really great design to begin with, and it actually got bent up a little bit through all the recoveries. So I had to put in my own piece of metal here and weld it up. But while I was down here, I got these really cool shackles that you're able to weld up. So yeah, I think they look pretty good, and let's see if they work eventually. I think my welding is not the best thing in the world, but I guess we'll have to test that sometime. So the field is really muddy. We had steady rain for a few days, and under normal circumstances I would choose to wait for the grass to be a lot drier before I cut it, but it's just in summer things grow so quick here, and you know, you have to cut it sometime. I will put money on it that today I'm going to have to recover myself a few times. It's a muddy mess. Obviously I'm going to try not to do it, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So remember I was talking about the welding? Yeah, it came loose a little bit. Check right over there. I had to weld up that again. This whole thing went down. But to be fair, there is a lot of force I put on it. Anyway, so now I'm just going to take this off so I can get into the back, try weld it up from the back as well. I could have just welded the stuff back on and hoped for the best, but I decided to put in extra supports anyway. And my welding, like I said, it sucks. I'm not a professional welder. I weld as a hobby and poorly. But this is what I've done. So over there, I'm putting these braces over here. It's a thick, probably a an 8mm steel there. I welded it onto that, so that will counteract the force going down. They go down all the way. Oh, it's very difficult to see, but anyway. So yeah, so now we've got these that are attached to the chassis running back, and they're attached to this. They counteract the force that tips that way. So I just got back after welding up everything, and I hooked up the mower, started it, realized the blades aren't spinning. So yeah, the fan belt broke on the clutch of the mower. So I don't think we're mowing much today. Well, there's your problem. What? Seems like it's a trip to town to find this length.
My hubby helping wifey. Thank you, strong man. You will be rewarded.
So I'm just giving you guys an update. So in our last video you saw us, we were building the systems for the watermelons, the sugar babies. So what we have growing here is, so I propagated all the watermelons in this thing. I got them growing in here, and then now I've moved them into these little containers that I actually modified just so that their roots can hang in some water. So the reason I'm doing this is to stretch their roots, because right now they're a little bit too small to go into the big system. Their roots won't reach. So I'm currently just growing them here a little bit until their roots are long enough, and then once their roots are long enough for this, it will then be transferred into the other main system that we built. Something else I need to do here. So currently these guys are just in water, but they're not showing any nutrient deficiencies that I can see as yet. Maybe a little here and there, but soon I'll need to start putting some nutrients in with these as well, and just slowly introducing them to the nutrients. because something I've noticed is sometimes they get a bit of a shock and then they die. So that's what we're doing, and then soon as soon as their roots are long enough, I'll put them in the big system and hopefully they can give us some watermelons.
So we ran out of gravel yesterday, and we decided, well, let's do something else then. And yeah, Daniela and I actually started on the small mycology lab area, and we did all the walls. There's a mission to cut around those pipes, and yeah, so this is now all mylar'd up, and next thing for us to do the floors, and then add some tables and flow filters.
So my wife has this ungodly fear of snakes, which is cool. Each to his own. But watching her in the forest and walking with a fly swatter because the bugs are irritating her, it's adorable, man. Howdy, folks. We're here in our attic area. I think that's what it's called, and in Swedish I think it's called a katvinde, something like that. Anyway, yeah, it's usually used as a space for storage in the older houses. We just want to fix it up a little bit so that we feel better about putting things here. It's you know, it could be nicer and better to come in here.
Creepy.
Less creepy. So what we're gonna do is, let's have a look. Okay, right. So we have some insulation that we bought for this space. Also, that'll also help make the house even warmer and more energy efficient. We are actually in the process of taking a lot of our stuff out, like the old suitcases and stuff, as well as we've got some shelving and stuff here on the other side. So we're just busy cleaning this out, and the idea is to actually just like panel this up with insulation, while still at the top leaving enough space to serve as an air gap to ventilate the upper part of the attic. So what we need to do is we need to extend up here because we're going to put a panel here. So we need the studs, the backing of it to go up here so we can nail the panel there too. Right, and we are done with the major paneling work.
Yes, it was a shit job.
It was horrible. Stuff keeps falling in your eyes because it's upside down working, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's itchy. Insulation's no fun to work with.
Yeah, and even though we had the masks on and the stuff, you know, that stuff still, you know, irritates you. Anyway, long story. So the major paneling and stuff is done now. Next up, we're going to plaster this stuff and paint it and finish it off. And then last but not least, we'll go to the floor.
Yeah, the floor is somewhat uneven, so I think it's going to be quite the job to be able to put laminate flooring in here. So yeah, stay tuned and see how everything goes.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.